How can you save hours of research time, which not only makes your show seem more professional, but also gives you some insights and some things that you might not even think about researching? Because that's the biggest issue for most podcasters like me. I do a show on a Wednesday night called Dougie's Top McDustbin and a showcase emerging artists. So we have an interview and we'll have tracks on the show. And I want to be able to give the viewers, the listeners, an insight into that band, what they're all about. So I'm involved in something else called AI Bros with my brother. Check us out on TikTok. And we went through today what we've created. We've created a custom chat GPT, which basically gives me everything that I need for a show. So I'm going to give you an example. I've got an interview this current week with an artist. So I'm going to show you my screen so I can show you what we're going to do. So I'll click on it now, and then what we're going to do, we're going to put his name in. So the artist name is Matt Hoy. I do know a lot about him because I've interviewed him twice. But however, it's a great example of what this does, because we've programmed it and trained it to give us various responses. So I'll put his name in, Matt Hoy. So it does his little jiggery pokery there, doesn't it? A little thing. Let's move that over a little bit. Let's get rid of that. So straight away it comes up with, I know it's Matt and it's doing some checks anyway. So if you look there, some images of Matt Hoy, music profile of Matt, his background, solo singer-songwriter formed, lead vocal, he's former lead vocalist for Ali Campbell's UB40. I interviewed him at the home of UB40 a couple of years ago. Genre style, roots reggae, early work from Birmingham, his career timeline. So he joined Ali Campbell in 2010 along Astro. Bless him, he's no longer with us. Left in 2021 due to a COVID vaccine disagreement, which he was very, very vocal about. Notable disc releases, highlights, Touch in 2020, music styles. Then it's given us the top tracks by popularity: Happy, Strong, Malibu. There you go, Red Wine cover. That's what obviously did that with Ali. Feature videos, press and public voice. So what they're saying about social media vibe. I've got some interview questions. Here we go. See, this is the great thing about this. You might not know this, so I might ask him this. Belting to Tom Jones at age 3. So this must be somewhere. What was that like? Fantastic. If Happy had a superpower, what would it be? So these are great questions for me to ask an artist. So summary tells you about Matt, his soulful reggae-inspired vocals from Birmingham. Tells you all about that. I'm not going to read it all out, but this is sort of stuff. So then what I've also asked it for, when I do an interview, I want to then go to YouTube, put a video up at YouTube, the interview, but I need a title, and I need a description, so I can add to it and change it whatever I want. But it basically says, meet Matt Hoy, the soulful voice behind UB40's next chapter and solo breakthrough. But I might change that because he's set up a new band, and that's what I'm going to be talking about when I interview. So, and it gives you a description that I can add to or take away. Backing vocals with Boy George to leading Ali Campbell's UB40, Matt Hoy's journey. Weeds reggae, so it goes on and on and on. It's absolutely brilliant, a massive time saver for me. And what it means, I can export that to a PDF, and then if we've got other bands, I can put another band in here. We did one last week which were called Dubinsky, which was a brilliant interview. They're from Scotland. They're in Scotland, but he wants to spell it wrong. They're in Scotland, but they're originally from Yorkshire, and it'll do the same. It's going to go away now. I can also put an artist Spotify link into this, so I don't have to. So I know it's the right band straight away. So that's them there. Very distinctive looking. Same again. Background of the story, musical style and influences. What tracks they've had out. The latest track is absolutely a stonker. You've got to check it out. Styles and themes, live performances. So I've showed UK and Germany. Top 5 tracks. It's fantastic. What a time saver this is, and I'm consistently, rather than going into a large language model every week and putting in, oh, I want this and want that. This is giving me everything. But the great beauty of this, what we've done, is we can actually adapt it and change it. So if I decide, oh, I want it to do this now, or can it get me that? Can it ask me some obscure questions, for example, or can it do something else with it? We can quite quickly change that custom chat GPT for our benefit. So if you want to know how we've created it, if you want to know a bit more about it, go and check out AI Bros HQ on TikTok and on YouTube. And also don't forget, if you're watching this before Tuesday the 8th of July, come and see Matt Hoy. You're going to be chatting to him. I'm really looking forward to speaking to him again. And if you want to know a bit more about some of the other bands, come and watch us on Mixcloud Live on a Wednesday, 6 p.m. Not doing one this week, but that's when we interview a band and all the music on it. You're going to love. You're going to really love it. But anyway, thanks for watching this. Give us a like, give us a follow, and let us know what you think about what we've created. Cheers.